Greetings everyone and welcome back to Kenshi, where apparently these hungry bandits aren't looking for trouble, they're just looking for food, but they're about to find trouble at the very least. Okay, so prior to starting up the recording, I have been heading out in the direction of Way Station, where I received a significant amount of advice that I would find mercenaries, as they're very, very common sight at a way station. But it seems that the raid against our area just ended. Well, that didn't last very long, I'll be honest. Wow, okay. Much like this fight. To be perfectly fair, it's not lasting very long either. But then, what did they expect? They were a bunch of hungry bandits fighting against, well, not really hardened warriors. I think that's probably a little bit generous, if I'm perfectly honest. But certainly, no pushover, at any rate. There we go. We'll give everyone their backpacks back. I took all of the backpacks off just before they managed to reach us, so anyone who had their medical supplies in their backpack now no longer has access to them. The backpacks is something that I'm going to be looking into as we go forward, but for now I think we're doing okay. Look. Alright, you were trying to steal stuff off me, but I'm in no particular mood to completely do you in. So you carry on being you, and hopefully not end up without any hopefully not end up being enslaved. But it seems we could go back to Squin if we particularly wanted to. Now, I received an awful lot of advice on how I could have approached building better, and I want to address the most obvious one, and that is, why didn't I set up a stone mine and set up a stone processing plant, which would have allowed me to make my own building supplies on the fly? The honest answer to that one is, I was under the impression that it took a very, very long time to make building supplies out of just regular stone, and so I thought, well, it would be significantly faster if I just get out there and buy it. But it turns out that through a couple of conversations that I've had with people in chat, that was perhaps what on earth was this? That was perhaps an unfair assumption, and that it isn't nearly as long as I had first assumed. And so in the future, when we do set up a new area, we'll probably look to get that done as a priority and then build our own building supplies on site where we can. Now, apparently, that raid is over. Is that really the case? Upcoming event, 9 days, 12 hours. Well, honestly, if I can just leave and you'll leave me alone, I don't think we're going to have much trouble with that. Where is Way Station? It should be up here somewhere. There we go, Way Station all the way over there. Fair enough. We're still going to hit Way Station anyway. It'll be useful to see what kind of salary the mercenaries request. We should be able to just get in there, check out what's there, maybe even buy some more building supplies and other gubbins whilst we're there, before we head back to our base and continue building it up. Now, I've got a delicious cup of lapsang souchong here that is honestly making my stomach rumble just from the smell of it. Now, this is coming from someone who's more or less conditioned his body to not have that effect from food anymore. I could be stood in the middle of a bakery. I'd be able to say, yeah, that bread smells delicious, but it wouldn't make me salivate or actually feel hungry. But this tea smells like, oh my lord, it is the drink of the gods, I tell you. Oh, that'll sustain me for days. Right, okay, so let's have a look in this bar. Aavak, let's go and peek inside. Have we got many mercenaries here? Let's actually slow down time. We got... You are a mercenary captain, yeah. Okay, well, I'd just like to have a quick chat over here. Need something. I'm looking to hire some bodyguards. I need some mercenaries to guard my outpost. Now, 1,000 cats per day, 2-day minimum. We get looting rights too. Okay, well, that's useful to know. That's really not nearly as bad as I was assuming it would be. I'll be honest. We've got a couple of drifters here that I could possibly chat with. A tech hunter over here. Hello. Looking to buy? Let's trade, sure. You've got a trader's wooden backpack. I'm really thinking of getting a couple more of these. How much is that? That's not that much. I think so, yes. Sure, I'm going to buy that. And I'm going to buy all of your food, too. I mean, it's not great, but it'll do for now. Could also grab one of these really nice medkits as well. Sure, we'll grab you. And a couple of splint kits as well. Just in case. Alright, is there anyone else here? We've got a barman here that I can talk to. Plastic surgeon tech hunters. I believe I actually remembered seeing that plastic surgeon before. Shack pacifier, good to know. Stinks, who is a tech hunter. What an interesting name you have, Stinks. Looking for some muscle? Okay, how much would you cost? Oh, it seems to be a regular price. Okay, well that's actually pretty awesome. Right, now, you may be wondering why I went ahead and bought this. Well, there are a few things that I'd be interested in doing. First and foremost, I want to get a different backpack for Matt. This is something that I would really like to get him, that we can use in the future. Let's leave that out there as well. Also, I would like to move these over to Oxherd, since Oxherd generally carries all my tradey stuff. These go back over to Matt. I'll keep one on me. Actually, let's have a look through. It's been a while since I've checked out everyone else's skills. Field Medic of 12, 7, 8, 16. Okay, Ruka's a good one. So is Manu. Matt is obviously ridiculously good. Oxherd's not going to be a good medic. Alright. I'm going to say Ruka or Manu are going to get one of these. So, one to Ruka. I'll also give a splint kit to Ruka as well. Ruka, what kind of backpack you got? You got a decent backpack. Alright, I like it. Manu, there we go. You seem like an individual who could make good use of this. You can put a backpack inside another backpack as long as said backpack has nothing in it. So, by doing this, should Manu be out with, let's say, Aavak took Manu out for a trading run, then Manu could just switch which backpack he was using and then be able to stack everything. Oh, it'd be so useful. But honestly, with Oxherd around, it's possibly not going to be a big thing that happens. Let's sort that out. I am going to try and keep these out of the backpacks for now, where I can. That'll do for the time being. There wasn't really much else we wanted to do here. Perhaps we can find some building supplies in here, maybe. Let's have a quick chat. Hello there. Need to see if you got any building supplies. Let's trade. Yes, you have quite a lot, actually. Okay. Let's grab... I should have been coming over here, clearly. My lord. You can have all of those. I don't need to sell that to you. You have got engineering research. Wow. That's so expensive, though. And really big as well. Okay, a rare artifact that can be used to unlock advanced building research. Well, that is actually super cool. Okay, well, we've got everything we need. We've got a couple of days before the next raid shows up at our outpost. So I'm going to have the group head back over, and we will get back to building up our defenses. Hopefully we can get to a point where our outpost can defend itself somewhat. But if need be, we will set it up so that we can get some mercenaries should a raid be on its way. And given that we've got 9 days until a raid, maybe I'll make sure there are some mercenaries there so that we can test it, but with a bit of a safety net. We'll try and protect the outpost ourselves with our turrets, but if that fails, then we can always fall back on the mercenaries who'll be indoors. If nothing else, we can soften up the bandits who are trying to breach the gate before they manage to get in and then face our mercenaries. Seems like a plan to me, but I will bring you back when we're back at base and building is underway. And welcome back. Okay, Aavak and Oxford headed back to our old base in the hub, where they're going to start decommissioning a lot of the items there to start recovering some of the building materials and also the iron plate. But we do have a couple of iron plates here amongst those who managed to grab some before we finished construction over here of this. Ooh, actually that doesn't even look like it's been finished. Nevertheless, it's going to be important for us to get the iron refinery, stone mine and stone processor up and running. Now, the stone processor is also going to require iron plates. I'm going to wait for the iron refinery first. The stone mine, though, there should be a location around here where there was decent enough stone. Yes, there was, and it's not that far out either. Let's see if we can't get 100. It's near enough, but I would prefer an actual 100. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. We'll pop a stone mine right there. Now, the stone mine only requires building materials, and we have more than enough of those to get that up and running. And whilst the mine itself is outside of our little base camp here, that's also true of many of the mining nodes. I'm not going to worry too much about that. I'm going to try and keep the processing unit inside as well as storage units inside so that we would be able to weather a siege to some degree. But for now, actually, let's go ahead and pop down the stone processor. I think it's a similar shaped building. Yes, it is. We'll pop it over here, right there. But we'll simply pause that one as soon as it's done. Confirm that, and I'm going to want this to be paused. I don't want any of the iron plates that we have to be used on that one. Now, everyone should, hopefully, get to building if they have the materials to do so. Big Al, what kind of materials do you have? You've got building supplies, okay. This many... You've only got 5 iron plates. Does anyone else have iron plates? No. Okay, so we're going to need to bring some back with Aavak and Oxherd. Now, everyone over here is doing a little bit of mining. They're all rushing back right now to help out with the building jobs, and that's fine for the time being. I'm not too worried about that one. Yeah, unfortunately, we're just not going to have enough there. But what are we missing for the turret? Oh, it is iron plates as well. That's awful. Okay, well, I should be able to bring some back with Aavak over in the hub. And then once we've got iron plates up and running, we'll be able to finish off this. The mine is already built. And at that stage, we will be able to make all of the supplies that we need. Now, what we're not going to be able to make is food. And that is going to continue to be a bit of a worry. So I'm probably going to have Aavak and Oxherd also jump around the various bars and see if we can't pick up a little bit of cash. But let's poke our head in here. Is there a barman in here? No. I'm afraid the hub's bar. Ah, I shouldn't have taken that one guard's weapons. Oh, what a fool I was. Oh well, it's done now. Can't take it back. So I will bring you back when we've broken down a lot of the stuff here and transported much of it over to our new base. And also, Aavak and Oxherd are going to try and see if we can't get a couple of things to sell. I believe we may have some copper over here still. Yes, we do. So Oxherd can carry that around. We'll see if we can't bring some food back to the base to tide them over for the time being. So I shall see you soon. Okay, as you can see, Oxherd is, well, has quite a lot of food and other gubbins on him already, thanks to the fact that our food chest was actually full. Before we leave, though, I guess I should release these people, shouldn't I? Well, we've had some fun times. You can't say that it was all bad. Oh, well, actually, you probably can. But you know what? To show that there is no hard feelings. No hard feelings. We're going to do you a solid. Here you go. Loot. You can have a fish. There you are. Also you. Loot. A fish for you. There you are. And... oh, auto-saved. Finally, a fish for you as well. Go on then. Set free. I'm free? Yes, yes, you are. You're an insane man. For letting me free, I'm going to come back with my friends. I imagine he's going through his mind, but he's not brave enough to say it. Wise. Very wise. Right, there's probably a couple of iron plates we can get from just pulling these down. There we go. I'm sure there's no small amount of people in the comments who think that finally tearing these things down is probably a good thing for our moral compass, if nothing else. Let's grab all of these plates. There we go. And that one outside, I think. Is that all of them? I believe it may be. We'll leave that place as it is. You know, if we have to swing by this way. Ooh, no room for that on Oxherd. Right, okay. Well, that's fair enough then, Oxherd. Let's head on over. Ooh, who are these? These are the slave mongers. Well, very well. Let's head on over to the rebel base. See if we can't stock up on a little bit more food. How fast is Oxherd moving right now? Because Oxherd is carrying an awful lot. An awful lot. 11 miles per hour. Whilst carrying all of that? It's actually not... That is in no way, shape or form And impressive. That is actually quite impressive. But we've got a lot of copper that we want to sell, and I wouldn't mind grabbing a few more bits of food before we head back. It's day 44. It is 10 a.m. And how long do we have until the attack? 8 days, 17 hours. We should have enough time to put something together by then. At least a couple more turrets, though. Not going to have any training on those turrets. We may even be able to get the second house built up, but I strongly suspect it is still going to come down to us needing to go out and get some mercenaries before the attack arrives. We'll have to see. But I'll bring you back when Aavak and Oxford have finished their travels and have returned safely to the group with food in hand, or in hoof, or rather in pack. I mean, you know, Oxford isn't really handling them. Oxford doesn't have hands. Well, it seems that we've kind of got a two-pronged attack with the Hungry Bandits. One over here in the homestead, where Miss Minnie and Matt have both already gone down, but that one they're handling nicely. In fact, it's an opportunity for quite a lot of the homesteaders to get better at ranged combat, which I'm pretty happy to see. However, they then started attacking Oxford and Aavak. Now, Oxford... that one was actually Aavak. Aavak shot Oxford in the head. Look, he's got to train up somehow. But, Ruka, I would actually like you to head over and help Aavak for right now. I feel that they're in a bit more of a pickle, really. Oxford is managing to leave because Aavak is taunting the entire group. But that is quite possibly going to end poorly. So, Ruka, head on over here, please. You've taken a bit of damage, but hopefully you'll be able to hold things together there. Aavak's doing his best to keep them off Oxford while Oxford continues on their way back to base. Aavak doesn't really have much with him, so I'm not anticipating that this is going to be particularly bad for Aavak. They just want food. Honestly, do we even have food? We've got 2 chrysanthemums. I would say that they were welcome to it if they hadn't already attacked Oxford so badly, but that's right. Oh, wow. Aavak is down. Proper down. Rolling down the cliff. That level of down. That is an impressive level of down, to be fair. Though, oh, really? Did you have to do that? Aavak, sneak. Oh, they didn't notice. Very well, I mean, that works. What probably happened is they heard that Ruka was on their way. And it was like, no, not Ruka. We've heard of their savage exploits. I mean, it's true. Every bit of it is true. Guys, would you maybe stop running after... Oh, Ruka was taunting. Alright then. Well, Ruka, you turn around. I guess, Oxford, you can get involved? Sure. That's fine. And Aavak can just make his way over here. You can turn taunt off as well. In fact, you can stop sneaking at this point. We're going to need a lot of healing to be done very, very soon, I've got to be honest. But, oh well, it's all okay, I think, for the most part. Let's grab this group, get you back to the homestead if we can. Miss Minnie, are you doing alright back here? Generally doing alright, yes. I think. We'll see soon. Homesteaders, let's get all of you back there as well. If you're done beating the living daylights out of the Hungry Bandits here. Big Al. Wow, your arm is all kinds of messed up. That's right. I'm sorry, there's no universe in which that is not funny. Right, let's get you all back there and then everyone can take care of everyone else. Okay, well that wasn't exactly the way I was hoping it would go. But we do have a lot of food. We do have a lot of building materials, so we should be able to get everything put together down here. We've got on Oxford a staggering amount of metal plates, I do believe. Let's have a quick look at you. Yeah, more than enough to finish all of these projects, so we can go ahead and unpause that if you would like to. You may have to deal with these limping bandits. You know what, Ruka, can you deal with them? That's fine. Okay, let me pause it there. You go ahead, tackle. Take them out, Ruka. Teach them a lesson about attacking outpost, which is as yet unnamed. And I kept meaning to invite suggestions in the last episode and then promptly forgot. So suggestions are open. If you would like to suggest a name, then be my guest. Ruka, you're being uncommonly bad at defending here. Is it possibly because you are wounded, or... No, it's, wear the penalty. Ah, I see. Oh, well done. Very nice. Ooh, through the block as well. And then a counter block. Well done. And again, no, that's fine. Ooh, in the... That looked like a gut shot. And honestly, with a blade like that, I imagine you should have cleaved them in half. But, you know, you do you, I guess. Just get inside. Everyone inside, please. And then heal. Everyone inside now. Get all the healing happening. Please. Oh my lord. Right, let's have a look. Your stomach is all kinds of messed up, but once Matt is back on their feet, they should be able to take care of everyone. Can I get you to splint any injuries? I wonder. You might be able to. Let's have a look. Can I trigger that? No. Pop down this many, sure. Can you... No. There's nothing to do there. What about Big Al? Can you splint injuries? Yeah. Okay. Splint breaking. After... Well, splint breaking can come after putting them in a bed, I think. That would be fair. Alright. Well, let's have a look at Big Al. I'm not sure if you've been splinted or what's happened there, but hopefully it's all okay. Now, Oxherd. I'm gonna... Oh, is Oxherd down? Oxherd is, in fact, unconscious. Well, Oxherd should come to in a moment. Let's drop all of these bits and bobs out of Oxherd's pack so that everyone can go and grab them and eat them. Well, don't eat those, obviously, but the rest, yes. There we go. We are getting the mounted crossbow up and indeed running. I could lock this place for now since most of our people are currently all kinds of messed up. Let's actually close the gate. Everyone's inside. Let's just build what we've got to build with and then see what we can do. Oxford should be up and on their feet again. In that case, Oxford, if you could wander on down here and transfer the vast majority of your noms. Okay, maybe we're not transferring all of those noms, but the vast majority of your noms in there for the time being. This is going to be probably a bit of a cook area, whereas this one is going to be more of a processing area for our other items. So the fabrics and electronics and the lights would go in there. So I am going to want to set up something on this side. So a meat barrel would be something we need. We want bread oven. We are going to want that, yes. But for now, we're going to want storage. And where are you? Meat storage. There we go. That one can just live right about by there. And is there anything else? Yeah, we want a bread basket, I would say. Right about here as well. We can have those nice and close together. That'll do fine. There we go. We're going to want cooking. So a cooking stove is going to be required. We can perhaps have that one right over here. And a bread oven as well. Now the bread oven, perhaps we should put that next to the bread basket? That certainly isn't a bad idea in my opinion, but does that go inside or outside? It does go inside. Well, let's remove the cook stove for now, since I'm going to want these things built first, and then this one... Oh, we've actually got plenty of these going already. That's quite good. Can I drop those on the floor? I can, apparently. It's quite useful. Let's go ahead and dismantle this then. Whomp. There we go. Right, because I would like to have the bread oven and the cook stove together in this location. Can I get... No? It seems like a very large... Oh, right, it's got a some sort of pipe heading outside. Okay. Well, do we want the bread oven outside? We could build it outside, actually. That might not be a bad idea. Let's have a little bread oven out there, though. wasting all of that precious, precious warmth. I'm not a big fan of that. Actually, I think what we're going to do is we're going to wait for everyone to wake up. And then we'll place a couple of things after we've moved some beds around. So I'm going to let a bit of time pass with our people just getting items built and up and running. And we should then be able to... Well, we can already start producing building supplies. So I guess one last thing that we could build right now would be storage. And that would be... Let's have a look. We want building supplies. There we are, building materials. And we can have this just out here next to the structure that is going to be responsible for making them. We could bury it in the wall a little bit, but I'm not too fond of that idea. So let's just pop that one there. It's only going to require one iron plate. And in fact, we'll have an iron plate storage over here as well. And as soon as people are feeling a little bit more up to it, we'll get back to construction and mining. So I shall bring you back when the group is feeling a little bit less worse for wear. Okay, there we go. I've laid down quite a few constructions here, so I wanted to bring you back to show you what I've done. We've got to have the cook stove over here, a cactus barrel, some meat barrel, a bread basket, a bread oven, a rum still, some rum storage, some wheat straw storage, and also a grain silo. Now, all of these things together are going to basically give us the opportunity to produce not only our own dust switches and rum, but we'll actually be able to stockpile some for the winter as well. We're not going to be hand to mouth, literally just storing it where we can. I'm not sure how the harvesting works, whether they'll just drop the stuff on the floor if there's nowhere to put it, or whether that will completely shut down the construction, or rather the harvesting of those plants until all of the previous harvest has been used. And I'm not sure if plants will actually rot in the field if they don't get harvested fast enough. So I wanted to err on the side of caution. I may have gone a little bit OTT, but it should be fine, I think. Should be fine. There we go. We've got quite a lot of things up and running. Marvellous, I must say. And we've also got the storages complete. Okay, well, given that then, let's go ahead and open the door. Now, we're going to have to give a couple of people some different jobs. We've currently got a lot of mining of copper going on, and that is something that's good. Also, something I realized that I haven't built a storage for, which was a bit dumb of me. Let's go ahead and get a storage for copper. Where would that be? There we go, copper. We can tuck that in here without too much issue, I think. And ore as well. This one is probably more to be stored right next to where it's going to be used. So we'll pop in a storage just about there, I think. And maybe a storage for stone as well. I'm not sure how long this is going to take to process anything. So if we've got a storage for it, it's probably going to be a little bit better for us, since that will allow us to have a stockpile of stone, and the mine won't shut down just because this is taking a long time to do. The other things I would really, really like to do is get some more mounted crossbows. Maybe even... sure, let's get all of these up and running. Let's go full ham on it. Let's get everything going and confirm. Right, there we go. Let that open, and people should, I'm hoping, immediately get out there and start grabbing some stuff. Manu is going to be mining the iron. Hobbs, Jin, and Ruka are going to be mining the copper. Miss Minnie's going to be tending the farm. Matt is also going to be helping out with that. But I feel that Ruka, perhaps you could help Manu up with the iron instead. Let's get you working on the iron node. How many people can work this? Oh, no, actually, it's only one. All right, well, I don't think we really need that many people working copper. So, instead, Ruka, how about... you work the iron plates, and when you can't do that, you go and take care of the iron, like so. Whereas Manu, if you can no longer mine iron, you go and work on the iron plates, and we'll just keep them rotated around like that. Hobbs and Jin are going to be gathering copper, and I do want them to do that, so you guys can carry on with that. Miss Minnie, Maybe Big Al, what are you currently working on? You're working on corpse disposal, but that's not really going to be a job you can need to worry about all the time now, is it? No. No, of course not. In fact, I would like you to... well, once corpse disposal is no longer something that you can continue working on, go and take care of the stone mine. And if you can't do that, work the building material processor. Aavak. Maybe we should have some people who just work the machines, but sure, work on building materials and then work the mine if you have nothing else to do. I feel that Matt and Miss Minnie will be wasted if they don't take care of things in here, so I'm gonna also have them helping out with these when they've got nothing better to do. There we go, that should keep things going. Right, Oxherd, what's your inventory like at the moment? Well, you're actually not doing too badly. Where is Matt right now? Matt, I'm going to need you to come and help with something quickly. I just need you to poke your head inside so that Oxherd can see that Oxherd can drop off a bunch of gubbins. So many gubbins should be dropped off in here right now. There we go. Right, Oxherd, let's see what we've got. So we've got the meat barrel over here. So much meat to drop off. Oh my goodness. Can we not? I'm holding down shift. There we go. It seemed to not notice for a little bit. There we are. All sorted. Then we've got the cactus barrel. So we'll drop some things off in there. The rest you can hold on to. Now I am a little bit concerned that you're not going to have any food. Someone I think should feed you. But it's a big if. So maybe what we should do instead is make sure there's an animal feeder. Okay, we'll make a little trough. I'm going to have to remember to put some stuff in there now and then. But that should be fine. Apparently, things can eat whatever is edible. There's no herbivores, carnivores in this. Herbivores just won't eat you if they beat you down. Whereas carnivores will. That's really the only difference that seems to exist, which is kind of an interesting way of doing it, but sure. There we go. Ruka's bringing back some stuff and is promptly starting to make some iron plate. Hooray! Hooray for us. This is a glorious time. Glorious time to be alive, I tell you. How are the harvests going? We can probably set them to upgrade in the near future. Oh, you are actually harvesting your first cactus. Oh, that's amazing. I mean, Miss Minnie is going to get better over time. Once Miss Minnie's a little bit better, she'll be able to, first and foremost, get more back from each harvest, from what I understand. But also, I think she can man up to 4 farms. One person can manage 4 farms generally. Though, again, the amount that they get out of it is going to come down largely to their skill and also the fertility and whether the crop is right for the environment that we're farming it in. It is currently day 45 and it is very, very early morning at the moment. Let's go ahead and have a look. How many more days? We've still got 8 days, 1 hour. We've got a long while before we need to worry about things. But Aavak and Ruka are starting to work on building new materials, and this is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. We've got a lot of materials that need to be distributed, though. Okay, well, at this point, I'm going to start saying that I want to get this building up and running. It'll take us a very long time to do it, though, and it would use up a lot of our building materials. So maybe I should wait until we have enough building materials on hand to get that fully set up. In that case, yeah, I think that probably would be a wise idea. Now, can I haul to animal feeder? Can I give that a high priority job for you? Will you haul things from other places? Yeah, you will. Okay. I'm perfectly alright with that. If you want to just fill that with meat, is that all you're going to put in there? Because if that is, I'm alright with that. We will have enough meat for days. And if it's just meat that you're stuffing in there, then by and large, I don't imagine that our people are going to go to that instead of the prepared food that we've got. Oxherd, you are going to eat well like a king, Oxherd. Oxherd the resplendent. Oxherd the ever-fed. Oxherd the corpulent if we don't watch his diet. Right, okay, well, we're going to continue on building things for a little while. How's our power over here? We're not really using it up for anything, so that should be good. On that note, though, maybe we should be setting some things up. Let's have a look. Can I set up some searchlights? In fact, I feel that we may want some light around our building so that in the night it's not so bad. Holy Sinner torch? No, thank you. Large torch post? No, maybe. Spotlight, there we go. Oh, these are good. Alright, that's actually really nice. I like it. Generally speaking, I'm going to want the searchlights out front. Okay. Electrical components, they do actually use up quite a lot of power, mind you. Could I have this angled in such a way that it provides light over the workers outside? I might be able to, actually. If I could do that and get all of these workers here covered, that would be really good. It would mean I wouldn't have to worry about that at all. Maybe over the fields, too. Sure. Let's pop some lights over the fields. Just one for now, and we'll see how that goes, and maybe one over everything over here. Alright, I think that might be good enough. Maybe another one there. We'll see how that one goes. Oh, did I place all those down? Yes, I did. Confirm. Please get to work, peeps. I want to see how these lights work. We'll obviously have to wait until nighttime for that to work properly. Can I rotate these at all? No, I cannot. Well, that's fine. It's fine, I suppose. Building a battery wouldn't be a bad idea, though. Thinking about it. So, power. Battery bank. Can I build those outside? Will there be any negative effect to having the battery bank outside? That is a really good question. One that I feel inclined to for science. One I feel very strongly inclined to for science. Sure, we'll pop a battery bank right there and confirm that one. If we can get that up and running, and it doesn't fry during a rain, not that I'm really expecting a rain, considering the most common weather pattern we have here is a dust storm. Still, you know, wonders never cease. But we'll build it and I'll for science it. If you happen to know whether building it outside is a really bad idea, do let me know. I would appreciate the forewarning at the very, very least. But with that done, I'm going to allow a little bit more time to pass. We've got 8 days until the Band of Bones want to bother us again, and that's probably going to give us enough time to get everything together to have a reasonably defensible little area. Yeah, kind of looking forward to it. Here we go. Aavak is currently doing a good job as a cook, except that now he's outside fighting things. Damn it, Aavak! What are we fighting? We're fighting some hungry bandits. That's fine. Everyone can get out here and deal with that. Oxherd really probably shouldn't. But at the same time, I don't want to tell Oxherd he can't get involved. Matt, on the other hand, though, I really do feel shouldn't be getting involved. So, Matt, you head on back. Everyone else, though, get out here, get a bit of training. It'll be good for you. Hobbs there. Who have we got here? This is probably a Dust Bandit leader. Sorry, Hungry Bandit leader, yes. Given their weapon, Hobbs is going to get a little bit more training with his crossbow, which is good. Oxherd? Oh, you were already... Well, no, actually, Oxherd is due to kind of take part in fights, but... no, I kind of feel that Oxherd probably should stay inside, really. There we go. I'm not gonna kill them off. I'm fine with just dealing with this for now. If they want to wake up and then just get clobbered again, I'm actually perfectly fine with that. What's happening over here, though, is... Oh, dear. I believe that's a... Oh, bunch of Garu. That wouldn't be so great, but at the same time, so much meat. So much meat. But everyone who's got a bow is getting in a bit of training where they can, and as a result, hopefully everyone's getting a little bit better with their precision shooting. Hobbs, for example, 14. Miss Minnie, not really doing much. 23 for Manu, well done. 13 for Big Al. Ruka, you haven't got a bow. Aavak, 10. What? Oxherd, the turret gunner? No, that I'm just assuming that is just a thing that you got. It's fine. But Aavak has been given a significant number of jobs right now. First one is operate the bread machine, then hold to the bread oven if needed. Operate the cooking stove, operate the grain silo, operate the stone processor, and the stone mine ultimately. But honestly, I'm going to take the stone mine away. Yeah, I don't think that Aavak really should have that one. If we pause... Oh, damn it. Miss Minnie, could you wander back inside for a second? Let's just get you in here. Right, so the things that we've got no meat. All of that has been hauled outside, that's fine. The bread oven has got its water. We're not going to be running the rum still yet. I don't think that would be quite in our favour. But we already have some cactuses over here. We're going to be trying to make dust witches, which seem to be some of the best materials that we could make at the moment. If we go over to crafting, in terms of the cook stove, we've got dried meat. We can make that in a pinch if we have to. We've also got chew sticks, which we can just make with cactus and water, but it's not particularly nutritious, especially for 8 cactus. Cooked vegetables, obviously we can't make that. But the other things we could make a meat wrap with raw meat and bread. That's not a bad trade, especially if we're killing Garu every now and then. But the dust witch, for 8 cactus and 1 bread, is just an enormous amount of nutritional points. So I think that's going to be our bread and butter, if you would pardon the pun. Though this takes an awfully long time to get running. But as it stands, it seems that as long as Aavak has got a reason to move this stuff around, he'll just happily unload the fields, which is quite useful. Now, that does mean it's going to take us longer to get to the point where we can upgrade the fields. And that is a bit of a pain, to be fair. But I think overall I'm happier with taking care of that than I'd rather get a decent amount of food going in the base before we start worrying about trying to upgrade the farms. We might not have enough to ever get there. Like, we might always be at a food deficit. In that case, I'll have Aavak go out and buy a bunch of stuff from here or there. We're certainly going to be bringing in plenty of copper. Once we've got this place set up, then we'll be able to get the circuitry production back up and running. But for the time being, I think we should do okay for now. It is day 45, 2 o'clock, and things are going well. Oh dear, it seems that we may have a bit of a fight going on with the slave mongers for some reason that I can't quite fathom. I've not really seen them get aggressive with us before. That is very unfortunate. Okay, well, I think that would probably be worth us for getting a couple of people back inside. Okay, pull back. Ruka, I want you to be taunting. Aavak, get back as well. In fact, let's get as many people back as we can. Let's turn on passive. Ruka, you stay outside taunting, though, if you could. Well, actually, no, go ahead and get involved a little bit. Let's just try and draw them out into this fight. Go ahead and attack that target, please. If we can get everyone back indoors and then close those doors. Oh, no. Guys, come on. Let's keep you out there. Passive. Actually, I've turned passive off for everyone, haven't I? There we go. If we can get everyone inside, then that would be grand. I'm not sure we're going to be able to. I don't think we're quite that fast. But if we can split them up, because it does look like we're moving a bit faster than they are, we may be able to get these doors closed and activate the turrets before they're really able to get the whole of their group indoors. No, come on. Over there, please. Go. We're not going to leave Jin outside. Alright, okay. Close the doors. Door is closed. Everyone's indoors. Good, okay. Right, well, you guys can deal with what you can. Manu, up on the turrets, please. I'm going to say Aavak up on the turrets as well. We've only got 2 turrets currently built. But that's fine. Go do your best. Don't get outside. Right, okay. Now then, we're going to see this in action for the first time. Reloading, alright. What have we got going on out there? You've currently got starving... I'm not sure what happened there at all. How many have we got indoors? We've got a decent amount, I imagine. Kind of want hobs. to not be in this fight and to be a engineer for repairing this. No, don't do anything like that. But let's see how this plays out. Okay, you are aiming. They are doing a bit of damage to the gate. Yeah, they are. Oxford, how about you don't do that and instead join in the attack on this slave monger there. Hobbs should be heading over to start oh, yeah, there we go. Repairs are happening. Getting a couple of shots in. Not too many, of course, but well, every little bit is going to help, and it's going to train you guys up. Can you actually get the shot? Yeah, it looks like you can. You've kind of got a height 3 meters, height bonus plus 2%. The additional bonus to range, speed, and power that result from having a height difference of 3 meters above the last target. Base reload speed is 2 to 8 seconds. User skill 1. User reload speed is 7.3. Okay, well, we've got a bunch of people stuck outside there. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, by the looks of it. And the moment we're ganging up on them inside, we've got a decent amount of people here, though. Let's make sure that our... oh, this is awful. Okay, drop these. Just... oh, why did I do that? That was actually really silly. I should have just put them in the backpack. Never mind, we'll take care of that later. That is giving you a bit of a malice, so let's make sure that everyone is properly equipped for this. Pull that across. Big L. This time I'm not going to be a fool. You can just store that there. Okay, that can go in there. There we go. Ruka's fine. You don't need to remove yours. You're good as is. Alright, let's see how this little fight goes through then. It's going to be a bit of an interesting one, I think. That's a nice shot there. Fighting on the inside. I'm enjoying it. Big Al doing a bit of fighting work there. We are continuing to try and repair the door as they are trying to break it, which is glorious. Let's have a look at what they're like from the outside with our turret gunners shooting down on them. Ah, this is glorious. I approve. One has gone down. Excellent work. Very excellent work. I think they're trying to heal themselves. Let's see if we can't get a shot from Aavak there with his crossbow. Oh, that is amazing. I'm really liking these. These are working quite well, considering. That is a good shot. Right there. Except for your hat. Come on. We've got to make this cinematic looking. Let's take off your hat. I know it's giving you precision right now. It doesn't look any better. Damn you sticking your horns in the way. But it's fine. This has worked really, really well. How much damage is to the gate? No, they're never going to get through. You've just inherited all of their stuff. Oh, those silly slave mongers. You could have just left. You didn't have to attack me. I don't know why you did. And there you go. Went down. Let's actually have a look. I think they went down to blood loss. Oh, wow, they did. They all went down to blood loss. My lord. Well done, Manu and Aavak there. It looks at these weapons, their real advantage is how much they mess them up with the bleeding. Look at that. Look at the amount of blood they losing. Oh my goodness, that is just absolutely ridiculous. Well, we saved a couple of sub. If I had some cages, I would definitely put these people in them right now. There is a remarkable amount of temptation in this idea. If we had the cages out here, we could have them as target. Oh my lord. No, we just abandoned the dark path. We got off it for a brief moment, and now it's already trying to suck me back in. Only now it's not going to be. Oh yeah, it's just a couple of bruises. We'll easily be able to fix them back up. No. Now we're going to be harpooning them. They're going to be harpoon training. That is significant. It's not even like it was justifiable before. We couldn't redeem ourselves from just beating them up, even if we healed them. But shooting them with gigantic spears? No. There is a certain line that we must not cross. No matter how intriguing it might seem. Okay, well, that was a pretty big fight there. Matt, is everyone taking care of all of this? I think everyone is just basically focusing on repairing the structure. Well done. There's a couple of them up and running. Oh, they're going to try and get involved in a fight. And they're just going to keep getting taken down until eventually they die from it, basically. And if that's what they want to do, I'm not actually going to try and stop them from doing it. If they want to die to that, that's their deal, not mine. Though, Matt, it would be wise... It is a temptation to keep some of them for training, because they've probably got better skills than the starving bandits did. Ooh. Yes, I would accept. Let's pop that back in there. Let's move all of this across. Let's have a quick look at the kind of gear that they have. Let's drop down on the floor. We don't need it. A visor helmet. Medium grade. I mean, we could sell these on if nothing else. Samurai cloth pants. Those aren't actually bad. Shoddy. If nothing else, some of this armor is better than what we've currently got. Alright. Ruka, for example. Your spiked helmet, shoddy grade. 10, 22. Actually, no, this is better. Okay. What about your heart protector? This is definitely better. It's considered a heavy armor, though. You're already wearing a heavy metal plate for your samurai leggings, that said. Heavy armor on... Okay, it looks like we do have a couple of things that might be worth us actually gathering simply to upgrade our current group. So I'm going to go ahead and pick over what these people have on them and see if we can't upgrade our group a little bit. I'm going to leave Aavak and Manu up top, though. Got caught stealing. Then can we just, like, pick up? Sometimes this works. And now put down. Right, there we go. And now... No, don't dismantle the gate. That would be literally the worst thing ever. Loot. Down here. Thank you. There we are. I'm also going to be taking all of your medical supplies for obvious reasons. You're not going to have any of those. Can I not stack those? Sometimes you can. But I'll go ahead and take it. Oh, you just don't know when to quit. But I'm going to go ahead and pick over the loot. We may let them out, but for the time being, Aavak and Manu, I would actually like you to be up on the turrets. For now, just raining death down on those outside, whilst I just clear things up in here. Shouldn't take me too long. I really don't think this slave monger understands how dangerous that is. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be an ex-slave monger very soon. Super soon. Ouch, 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 ouch. Did Big Val just get shot? Yeah. God damn it. Will you please go and be... those are such dangerous... Why? Oh my lord. Well, that is not going the way I had hoped. Not even slightly. We've got a big thing that is currently trying to eat us. Yeah. So we desperately need to pull everyone back inside. Why did the big thing decide it wanted to eat our faces off? Who's it attacking? It's going for Miss Minnie. Okay, well, here's the thing you can do. Big things have a long wind up. So if it's attacking, just change direction once it starts that wind up. Right, who's it going for next? It's going for Ruka. Ruka, change direction. That's right. There we go. That's right. Just keep ducking and weaving as best you can. Big Al, no, what's it doing? It's going to attack a bunch of goats. This is going to be an interesting one, because goats can be suspiciously powerful. No. Get back. Everyone get back for now. Oh my good lord. Everyone inside. Go inside. Let the big thing and the goats have at it, and then we'll go and clean up whatever's left. Yeah, that AoE attack, though. Oh my lord. Who's down? It's a hungry bandit. Who's probably going to be big thing food very shortly. Manu, no. Manu, you go back up there. Hobbs, could you take care of that? Let's have a look. Who's all busted up? Big Al really badly needs to be needs to be healed. Okay, Big Al, go and lie down. Please. Go lie down. Someone will come along and take care of you shortly. Miss Minnie, you get back inside. We're just waiting for Jin to get over here. And once Jin does get inside, we're closing this gate. I am not going to be an idiot and go out there and deal with this. That being said, it would be good to lure it in. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Who's our fastest? We know who our fastest is. Even wounded, our fastest is Aavak. Aavak also has a ranged weapon. Close the door. This is going to be rough. But Aavak, I really want to try and do this. Let's go over here. Attack target at range. Okay, no. It, even knowing that we were going to attack it, decided to attack us. It is telepathic. It is also stupidly fast. I don't want it to eat all those goats, you see. Can't. I really wish Aavak was a little bit less fast. Because when Aavak decides to attack it, he's already halfway to it by the time that it... Oh, there we go. Right. Good. Open the gates, maybe. I don't know. I think Aavak should be able to do good. This thing moves at 32 miles an hour. But it is already bleeding quite badly. So, Aavak, I just need you to be on super fast for now. Nope. Pull back. That's right. Keep running. That's right. And whenever it tries to wind up, because they like to try and get ahead of you, you see. Whenever it stops to wind up its attack, running the other way. That's right. Just keep running it around in circles. Nope, that'll do. Ooh, that hurt. Right foreleg, 108. If one of those shots hits Aavak, might actually take a part of him off just straight up. Look at how much health they have, though. Those turrets are things of terrible beauty. It's bleeding all over the place. Good. That's right. And down it goes. Ha! Beak things. Did you get hurt? Not too much. Okay, well, I'm going to want some people to help out with this. Let's open the door. You've both done a fantastically good job. What are you up to there? All right, I want you to loot from animals. Forage animals, please, as a job. Manu, you just take care of things. Let's have a look. What kind of things has this got? It's got skin. We'll take the ruined meat as well. Hobbs, you get to work there. We don't yet have a skin barrel yet, but what we can do is drop all of this off onto Oxherd for the time being. I guess we could make the gristle flaps. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and set that up. Camping, dried gristle flaps in here. This one can be outside. I can't imagine them making dried gristle flaps smells very nice. I'm fairly certain it smells awful. We'll pop them right about there, sure. Let's confirm that. Right, with that, let's get back inside. I would like to make sure that Hobbs has actually looted all the meat. No, it hasn't. Okay. We'll follow up behind then. But at this point, Hobbs should just head out and grab bits of slain animals. And unfortunately, they don't seem to grab the skin. That never seems to happen, which is actually a big issue because the skin is really, really good stuff. Let's grab all of that. Okay, no more room for it. You sure? It's fine, Hobbs took care of it. Hobbs is grabbing all sorts of bits. Let's get back inside. Matt is healing. Oh, okay. You've splintered the right arm. Oh, thank you very much. Actually, that's excellent. Getting a little bit of extra training there. All right, let's trade with Oxherd. First, I want to drop all that off, and you can take the rest of the stuff wherever you want to take it. Probably some of it's going to be in there. Yep. Wisdom. No. Go drop the rest off, please. Make sure that all of this is going into the right place. You can fill that up with meat later. That's fine. All right, let's get back out here and grab some of these skins. I know I should be using men. Actually, Matt is there. There is no reason not to. Because Matt has the wooden backpack, it'll obviously be a little bit easier. But I think, at this stage, I'm willing to say that our base is already doing well. We're making it, people. We're doing the good works. I guess I should let Hobbs finish that job. It is Hobbs' job, after all. Oh, you've got to... I need to find somewhere to drop all of that off. Okay, fine. You go back. Aavak, come back out. I'm sorry. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what we've managed to take out a beak thing. Let that sink in. You all saw how ridiculously high that thing's health was. That was going to kill us. If we had been outside, someone would have gone down, I'm fairly certain. How many goats were there? Yeah, I thought we missed one. Someone would have died. There. I'm reasonably certain. We might have been able to duke it around a little bit, but overall, it wouldn't have gone our way. It would have been quite rubbish, in fact. Oxford, you can just carry all these skins until I've got a place to put them. Actually, I'm going to take the dried gristle flaps too. Because I can, in fact, cook those. So, auto haul. We'll add this one. I didn't set that up as a permanent job. Grain silo. Yeah, let's do this one above hauling to the animal feeder. Simply because I'm hopeful that dried bristle flaps can be hauled into the animal feeder. Now, a couple of people have pointed out that this is a mod, and so what may be happening is that the mod doesn't recognize dried bristle flaps as food. That would be a bit of a shame, but we'll see what we can do. If nothing else, this stuff can just be occasionally hauled out. I'll see if I can, in fact, move those over there. Because the animal feed does seem to allow us to move quite a few things there. Let's grab this out. I wonder if I could store that in. I could. Okay, well, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and take all this, and then... let's see if I... no. Wop, wop. Oh, well. We'll see what we can do. At the very least, I could just stick all of the foul raw meat in there, really. Wonder for Dead Hive soldiers, Dead Hive... blah, blah, blah. Animals, also edible for animals. So I could, instead of making dried gristle flaps, which actually drops the nutrition. Yeah, actually... I think that would be a better idea. We're just going to let that one process. We'll get this one out. Sure. Oh, okay. Let's have you inventory. Take that out. Yeah, alright. Well, from now on, we'll pop in the foul meat into here. And I think that would be a bit of a better use of our inventory space. Yes. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, well... I'm pretty happy with how well the camp has done. It's not automatic, certainly, but it is decent. We've had a good little run here. I'm genuinely quite impressed. I do want Matt to be on passive, though. I do generally want Matt to stay safe inside. But that's going to be it from me for now. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about our first proper base episode. I'm considering it's my first actual outpost. I think it's done reasonably well for itself. It's fought off one group of slave mongers and a beak thing with the use of our turrets. And once we've got 4 of them, we're going to be able to put down some pretty intense DPS. Let's actually have a look at how fast your skill went up. Turrets is already up to 5. That's not bad. That is actually really not bad. Precision shooting. I mean, we have already shot one person. Poor Big Al. I'm so sorry, Big Al. I promise we'll get better. But that's going to be it from me for now. So until next time, and as always, do take care, everyone.